So examples of that. Rolling 2 number cubes, rolling a pair of dice are independent events. You can roll 1 number cube and whatever it lands on will have nothing to do with what you land on for the second number cube. Or rolling a number cube and then spinning a spinner. If you roll a number cube, whatever it lands on will have nothing to do with what you spin with the spinner. So again, independent events, 2 or more events, and it's when the outcome of one event does not change the event of the other, does not change the probability of the other event. So again, here's some examples. I want you to write these down because you're going to be finding the probability of them. So rolling a pair of dice is considered independent events. The first roll has nothing to do with the second roll. Flipping 2 coins, the first flip won't affect what the second flip lands on. Okay, everyone all set? Now, how to solve the probability of 2 or more events? How to solve the probability of independent events? Find the probability of the first event. Write it down. And here's the key thing. You're going to multiply by the probability of the second event. Alright, so make sure you're getting that down. You find the probability of the first event, you find the probability of the second event, and you multiply the 2 probabilities together to find the probability of both events happening. Any questions? Alright, so now we're going to practice rolling a 2 and then getting an odd number. So if we have a pair of dice, so I have 2 number cubes right here, a pair of dice, I want to find the probability of rolling a 2, that's my first event. So if I roll this first, what's the probability this will land on a 2? And then I'm going to roll this and find the probability of landing on an odd number. I want to find the total probability of this happening, of those 2 events happening. So I saw your hand up, Jess. You want to tell me the probability of rolling a 2? 1/6. And I can roll. I got a 5. That's okay. And then the probability of landing on an odd number, what's the probability of that happening, Tim?
1/2.
How'd you get 1/2?
Because there are 3 odd numbers on a number cube, and reduce that to 1/2.
So there's 3 odd numbers on a number cube out of 6. So 3/6 reduces
To 1/2.
to 1/2. Good. So do I just leave it like that? Do I just put 1/6 and 1/2, and that's my total probability for both those things happening?
Yeah.
Brianna?
Multiply.
I have to multiply. The key thing with independent events, you multiply the probability of both events. So who can tell me what is the total probability of rolling a 2 and then an odd number? What does that come out to be? Nick?
1/12.
1/12. Okay, so right now, on your own, find the probability of spinning a red. So if you think back to our spinners from yesterday, what's the probability of spinning a red and then rolling a 5? So I want the probability of these 2 events taking place. They're both independent. They have nothing to do with one another. But what's the probability that I will do both? That I'll spin a red and roll a 5. And next, I want you to move on. What's the probability of flipping a coin and it lands on heads, and then flipping another coin and it lands on heads? So I'm going to use my same volunteers from before. Nick, do you think you can come up and find that probability?
Yeah.
Okay, come on up. Try it. So find the probability of spinning red. So remember our spinners from yesterday. And right after I'm going to roll a 5 or try to roll a 5 on a number cube. What's the probability of rolling a 5? And are you done now?
No.
What do you have to do with those two fractions? Multiply, and you get... Good. Okay, put the marker down, please. Taylor, can you come up and try the probability of flipping a coin? It lands on heads, and then heads again.
Miss Alkinson, please call 6104.
So, why did you put 1/2 to start?
Because there's two sides and
Okay.
heads somewhere.
Okay, and same thing for the other one? And why can't you just write 1/2 and 1/2?
Because you have to multiply.
You multiply and your final answer is?
1/4.
Okay, so let's see how Nick and Taylor did. Good job, you guys got it. Okay, so that's our lesson on independent events. Don't forget your homework tonight, homework number 79, and I'll see you tomorrow.